Hey, boys and girls, this is Jericho Majors coming back to do a quick review that I've been looking forward to for about a week now. I am kind of on the side and a fan of a couple of other shows besides Doctor Who, one of which is Firefly, and I rather enjoy the movie Serenity. I don't enjoy it too much. There are some flaws about it, obviously, but it is a very good movie nonetheless. Now, the reason I say Serenity as well as Firefly is because the replica I have gotten is commonly accepted to be a replica from the show Firefly, but it's actually based off of the movie Serenity, which I'll explain in a second. So, I'm going to kind of jump into it, showing you the stand I got for it as kind of a teaser, I don't know. Stand. It's a pretty nice stand. This is the first replica I've gotten that came with a nice, stand, you can see right there, it says QMX Malcom Reynolds pistol replica. Very nice. And then here is the actual pistol itself. Going to give you a nice 360 view of it. The barrel doesn't go all the way down. You can kind of see if it's in the light that it doesn't go all the way down, but really anytime else you're seeing it, it looks like it goes all the way down. Up at the top, pair of screws. It all looks very nicely weathered, brass, metal plated. It doesn't feel too much like metal. I'm just going to give you a nice kind of overall view of it. Then grips out at the bottom. And then the other side is not identical, so I'll just the only thing that's not identical is this chamber here and these up here, those two. Now, about detail, like I said, this is based off of the movie Serenity, not the show Firefly, because in the show Firefly, the magazine right here has this down here turned around facing that way on it, and it's a little bit different. The color is a lot darker on Firefly. It's a lot more of a blued metal type look, and that's really the only difference in the two pistols. I think this one is obviously a lot lighter. It's more of a brass, kind of an antique brass look. Now, this is just a model. It's not an actual replica of the pistol. It is painted to look like metal. I think it might actually be metal, but it doesn't feel too much like metal. It feels like old metal. There is no trigger action. That is stationary, which is my least favorite thing about it. Besides this up here, which I'll show you, is kind of sloppily done. Like you'll see on that side, it's not a full circle, and then on the other side, it's kind of not really. I mean, maybe it's supposed to be like that. Whatever. Overall, this is a very nice. It looks perfect. I mean, it looks really great. You know, whenever you're just kind of holding it, you know, you just have it down in your. It looks perfect. It feels great. The weight is really good. It's actually not as heavy as I think a pistol like this would be, but it is still pretty heavy. The package I got was 3 pounds, so this would probably be around, I don't know, 2 pounds, 2.5 pounds. No, that's too much. I would say this is around 1.5 pounds. It's not too heavy. I can't say exactly how heavy it is, but it's not too heavy. It's really great. It feels heavy enough. The grip is really nice. The texture on the handle, it feels like wood, and it kind of sounds a little bit like it whenever you kind of tap it, which I like. There are a lot of parts that look like they should move or click or come out or something like that, but there are no moving parts on this replica at all. This is just a model, basically a sculpture of the pistol. Now there are a lot of details that they went into, like up at the top or bottom of the barrel down there has the screws there, and then like I said, up at the sights has the screws. It looks like it was all put together. Some of the paint job is a little sloppy, I have to say. Like up here, you can kind of see they kind of, I mean, just a little bit, not just a tiny bit sloppy, just enough for me to notice, but not really care about. and then down here at the trigger, it doesn't look separated at all. I wish they had done at least a little bit to make that look separated, but that's fine with me. Really, that's the only complaint I have, but the paint job is efficient. It's well enough to look like a real gun. I mean, that looks real. This looks awesome. I have a pretty, not a pretty big hand, I have a pretty nicely sized hand, so it fits pretty well in mine, you know, just like that. I'm sure some people, like the smaller hands, might have a problem with this, and they just hold it like right there, just kind of do like this, but I can kind of do that. The length is perfect, the color is perfect. I've been wanting this ever since I watched the show. You know, like I just see him using it. It's such a badass pistol. It looks all spacey and Civil War era type gun. It's just kind of a mixture of a bunch of my favorite things. So overall, great replica. It looks great on the stand. Here, let me show you how that looks on the stand. It can go either way, I'm sure, for whatever you want to do, but I think it's supposed to be on there like this, and that looks great. Or you can turn it around and kind of have it angled a little bit like that. I like it the other way. Stand is nice, replica's nice. Like I said, I wish there were moving parts, but I don't need moving parts. This is a Serenity replica, not a Firefly replica, which kind of bums me out a bit. But I love the gun itself. I love the idea of the gun. I love most things about it. So overall, I would give this a 9 out of 10, just because it's QMX. I've been watching QMX for a while, and I've been wanting to get one of their replicas, and now I finally do. Put together very well, very seamless. Like I say, I hate lines. There are no screws that look out of place. There are little screws in here, but they look like they're part of the gun, and most of it looks not fake, but it looks like it's fictional screws. Like every screw looks like it's supposed to be in there if this were a real gun. Love it. I love it, love it, love it. I'm going to be playing with it a lot, probably come up with a brown coat outfit. I'm kind of wearing this right now just because I wore it to school. But yeah, I highly recommend this. I got this on sale at ThinkGeek for $60, which is usually like $100. And then other places will sell it for like $120, like ridiculous prices. So I got this at a really good price, at a really good time. So yeah, thanks for watching. Saturday I will be doing my review of the rings of Akaten, or Akaten, any three of those. So yeah, keep watching, and thanks for watching this. Bye.